Vinícius Júnior has finally broken his silence on his Real Madrid future. Rodri has rejected Barcelona as he prioritizes a move to the Santiago Bernabéu, and Newcastle have already identified Felix Nmecha as the replacement for Bruno Guimarães if the Brazilian joins Arsenal. And this is your daily football news. Vinícius breaks silence on Real Madrid future. Vinícius Júnior has spoken publicly about his future for the first time after completing his first training session under new Real Madrid manager José Mourinho. Despite ongoing speculation surrounding his contract, which expires next summer, the Brazilian winger insists his full focus is on preparing for the new season. Vinícius revealed that Mourinho has encouraged him to play with freedom and confidence, something that has already made a positive impression during their first sessions together. Real Madrid continue to view the 26-year-old as one of the club's most important players. The Spanish giants have already submitted what they describe as their final contract renewal offer and are now waiting for an official response from Vinícius and his representatives. While negotiations continue behind the scenes, both Mourinho and the club remain hopeful that an agreement can be reached, allowing Vinícius to continue leading Real Madrid's attack for years to come. Rodri snubs Barcelona for Real Madrid. Rodri has reportedly made his decision over his future, and it is not the news Barcelona were hoping for. After helping Spain win the 2026 FIFA World Cup, the Manchester City midfielder is preparing for a possible return to Spain. Despite receiving strong interest from Barcelona, Bayern Munich, and Paris Saint-Germain, Rodri has made Real Madrid his clear priority. New Real Madrid manager José Mourinho has already approved the move, but completing the deal will not be easy. Manchester City are demanding around €75 million, while Real Madrid are only prepared to pay approximately €60 million. Before making another offer, Los Blancos are expected to reduce their squad and free up room in the budget. Rodri remains one of Real Madrid's biggest transfer targets as they continue searching for a world-class midfielder ahead of the new season. Newcastle identify Bruno replacement. Newcastle United have already lined up a replacement for Bruno Guimarães as speculation over the Brazilian midfielder's future continues to grow. The Magpies have identified Felix Nmecha as their top target should Guimarães complete his expected move to Arsenal for around £80 million. Although the transfer has not yet been officially confirmed, Newcastle are wasting no time preparing for life without their captain. The club are believed to admire Nmecha's versatility, physical presence, and experience at the highest level. The German midfielder enjoyed an impressive campaign last season, making 42 appearances, scoring 5 goals, and providing 3 assists. He also featured in all 4 of Germany's matches at the 2026 FIFA World Cup, further boosting his reputation. Newcastle remain hopeful of completing the deal quickly if Guimarães leaves, ensuring they have a ready-made replacement before the new Premier League season begins. Mourinho plans new role for Trent. José Mourinho is reportedly planning to use Trent Alexander-Arnold in a completely new position at Real Madrid. The Portuguese manager believes Trent has all the qualities needed to become a central midfielder, thanks to his outstanding passing range, vision, and ability to control the tempo of a match. Mourinho is said to feel that while Federico Valverde and Eduardo Camavinga are excellent players, Real Madrid still lack a natural playmaker capable of dictating games from midfield. That is why he wants to experiment with Alexander-Arnold in a deeper role. Meanwhile, club president Florentino Perez has approved the pursuit of Rodri, but Real Madrid are expected to delay that move until they complete the signing of Dean Huijsen and finalize other squad adjustments. If Mourinho's plan succeeds, Alexander-Arnold could begin a completely new chapter in his career at the heart of Real Madrid's midfield. Rashford opens talks with Fenerbahce. Marcus Rashford has reportedly opened talks with Fenerbahce after falling out of Manchester United's plans under manager Michael Carrick. Following a successful loan spell at Barcelona, where he produced 14 goals and 10 assists, Rashford had hoped to remain in Spain. However, Barcelona's decision to sign Anthony Gordon has ended any chance of a permanent move. Fenerbahce are now pushing hard to bring the England international to Turkey as they look to challenge Galatasaray for the league title. Arsenal are also monitoring Rashford's situation as a possible alternative if they fail to secure Vinícius Júnior. With interest growing from multiple clubs, Rashford's future is expected to become one of the biggest stories before the transfer window closes. Iwobi recalls Messi nightmare. Alex Iwobi has shared a hilarious story about facing Lionel Messi during his early days at Arsenal. The former Gunners midfielder recalled making his debut against Barcelona, when the famous MSN trio of Messi, Suarez and Neymar were at the peak of their powers. Iwobi admitted he desperately wanted to impress by stopping Messi, but things quickly went wrong. The Argentine superstar effortlessly dribbled past him, leaving Iwobi as part of one of Messi's highlight videos that continues to circulate online today. Looking back, Iwobi laughed about the moment and joked that he even changed his hairstyle afterwards, hoping people would have a harder time recognizing him in the clip. Despite the embarrassment, he says facing Messi remains one of the biggest memories of his career. Bernardo Silva explains Real Madrid move. Bernardo Silva has revealed why he had no hesitation in accepting Real Madrid's offer this summer. The Portuguese midfielder admitted it took very little time to make his decision once the Spanish giants approached him. Having faced Real Madrid many times during his career, Bernardo said he had always admired the club's history, ambition, and winning mentality. He also explained that moving to Madrid brings him closer to his family in Portugal, making the transfer even more special on a personal level. However, Bernardo insists the biggest reason was the opportunity to represent what he considers the greatest club in football history. The experienced midfielder described joining Real Madrid as a dream come true and says he is determined to help the club continue adding to its incredible collection of trophies. Sancho close to choosing his next club. Jadon Sancho is edging closer to deciding where he will continue his career after officially becoming a free agent following his departure from Manchester United. According to Sky Sports, the England winger has already reached preliminary agreements with several clubs across Europe, Saudi Arabia, and the Middle East, but is still taking time before making his final decision. Sancho is carefully weighing every option as he looks for the right project to revive his career. While waiting for his next move, the 26-year-old has been keeping fit by training with Flixton FC, a 10th-tier English club close to his hometown. Despite the unusual setting, Sancho remains fully focused on maintaining his fitness ahead of signing with a new team. The winger joined Manchester United from Borussia Dortmund in 2021 for £73 million, but struggled to justify the huge fee. During his time at Old Trafford, he scored 12 goals and provided 6 assists in 83 appearances, before spending loan spells back at Dortmund, Chelsea, and Aston Villa. With his contract behind him and several clubs competing for his signature, Sancho's next destination could be one of the biggest stories of the summer transfer window. Chelsea plan Mudryk loan move. Chelsea are preparing to send Mykhailo Mudryk out on loan as the Ukrainian winger continues his comeback following a lengthy suspension. Strasbourg has emerged as the most likely destination, with the Blues believing regular first-team football is the best way for Mudryk to rediscover his confidence and sharpness. Although several Premier League clubs have shown interest, Chelsea currently favor a move to the French league. Mudryk recently returned to training after serving a 20-month suspension, but the club feel he still needs consistent minutes before competing for a place at Stamford Bridge. Manager Xabi Alonso is reportedly willing to be patient and has promised to support the 25-year-old as he works his way back to full fitness. Chelsea remain hopeful that a successful loan spell will help Mudryk revive the form that convinced the club to invest heavily in him. Brighton expand Amex Stadium. Brighton and Hove Albion have begun the first phase of a £40 million redevelopment of the Amex Stadium ahead of the 2026-27 season. The project will increase the stadium's capacity from around 31,700 to 32,500 seats, with the biggest addition being a new premium hospitality area called the 1901 Club on the North Stand. The upgrade will allow Brighton to welcome around 800 extra supporters for every home match. The improvements come at an important time for the Seagulls, who are preparing to return to the UEFA Conference League while also getting ready to host Aston Villa in their Premier League opener. Brighton have also confirmed that further work to expand the safe standing section will begin in September and is expected to be completed before October, continuing the club's long-term investment in both supporters and stadium facilities. Chelsea sell Chalobah to Como. Trevoh Chalobah has officially completed his move from Chelsea to Como in one of the latest deals of the summer transfer window. Como will pay £27.5 million up front, with an additional £5.1 million in performance-related bonuses, taking the total value of the deal beyond £30 million. The 27-year-old defender leaves Stamford Bridge after Chelsea decided he was no longer part of Xabi Alonso's long-term plan. His departure comes shortly after the Blues completed the signing of Maxence Lacroix from Crystal Palace for around £52 million. Selling Chalobah also helps Chelsea balance their finances as the club continues another busy summer of rebuilding. Meanwhile, Como believe the experienced centre-back can become a key figure in their defence ahead of the new Serie A season. Wenger stands by FIFA role. Arsene Wenger has no plans to leave his role at FIFA, despite growing controversy surrounding the organization's leadership. According to The Times, Wenger's name appeared in legal documents submitted by UEFA during its dispute with FIFA president Gianni Infantino over plans to further commercialize the World Cup. However, the former Arsenal manager remains fully committed to his position, insisting his focus is on developing youth football around the world. Meanwhile, pressure on Infantino continues to grow, with several football associations reportedly unhappy about FIFA's direction. Some European federations are even said to be discussing the possibility of organizing an alternative international tournament if tensions continue to escalate. For now, Wenger has chosen to remain at FIFA, despite the uncertainty surrounding the organization. Lukaku close to MLS move. Romelu Lukaku's time at Napoli appears to be coming to an end, with Atlanta United pushing hard to bring the Belgian striker to Major League Soccer. The 33-year-old is reportedly open to the move as he looks for regular first-team football after losing his starting place at Napoli. The arrival of Gonçalo Ramos in a €50 million deal has pushed Lukaku down the pecking order, prompting the Italian club to consider selling him. Napoli are also keen to reduce their wage bill, with Lukaku's salary reportedly costing the club around €11 million per year before tax. Club president Aurelio De Laurentiis is prepared to approve the transfer but wants at least €10 million to avoid recording a financial loss. If negotiations continue to progress, Lukaku could soon begin a new chapter in MLS after spending nearly 2 decades playing at the highest level in Europe. And that wraps up your football breaking news for the past 24 hours. All the most exciting updates from the football world will be continuously updated on Offside News. Make sure hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.